Good afternoon. Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio Network. To educate, to enlighten, to entertain. And on today's episode of Lest We Forget Historical, your host, Lillian Caldwell, is going to resume speaking about banking scams, plus ways to spot the red flags that inevitably will show up. And please pay attention, because banking scams have gotten to be one of the trillion-dollar businesses that scammers count on to fund their wallets, taking out of your virtual wallet or your bank account. So keep your ears wide open and let's begin. As I mentioned the last time when I introduced the subject of banking scams, we went through a host of them, and we're going to go through more. One of them is an ATM Cash Trapping. I have a story to relate to you. My station manager told me she heard on the news in Denham, Massachusetts, that a lady had just used the ATM machine to withdraw money. And as she stepped away, a man stepped up and said, "You're leaving your money behind?" And she looked at him and she said, "Well, let me go and check." And she went and checked, and she was puzzled. And the man whispered in her ear, "You better let me handle this." And she gave her ATM card to the gentleman and provided him with her PIN number. See a red flag here? PIN number. Not only did he proceed to take money out, but he went and visited 4 or 5 other ATM machines and went ahead and withdrew $4,000 altogether. So the next time someone whispers into your ear, "Give me your card and your PIN number," run like hell, because you're about to get scammed. All right, so what is an ATM cash trapping? The scammers use devices to trap cash dispensed by ATMs, and victims believe the ATM malfunctioned and left without their money, allowing the fraudster to later retrieve the trapped cash. So be very careful, and if there's a lot of people standing in line, walk away. You do not know who's there. Go when there's no one there. Yes, the bank will have a video of you, but you don't. For providing technical support. Even my husband, who has a doctorate in organic chemistry, got scammed by an outfit in India. Once granted access, the fraudster can steal personal information or install malware to carry out financial fraud. Tip: if you're scammed in that way, take your computer in. If you are on the nerd squad, policy protection, take it over to Best Buy. Make an appointment first so you're not there for 12 years waiting, and have them thoroughly clean your laptop or your CPU. If you don't have the Geek Squad, go find a reputable computer dealer, Office Max, Office Depot, and ask them to clean it up, because you don't want to expose any additional information to a scammer who has put a device on your laptop or CPU to follow you in whatever financial means that you have. Then there's something called pretexting, Pretexting, and it involves fabrication of fictional scene to deceive individuals about divulging sensitive information. Scammers may pose as a trusted individual, such as a bank employee or colleague, to extract your information so he can scam you. There are different types. Some of them I spoke about last week. Phishing scams, that's PHISHING scams. Fraudulent emails, messages, or websites trick the individual into sharing personal information. ATM skimming, hidden devices on ATM captures login data, malware attacks, malicious software captures login data, social engineering, psychological manipulation to gain trust for data extraction, fake websites and apps, counterfeit sites collects login credentials unknowingly. Vishing, VISHING, voice phishing, phone calls impersonating organization to extract information. You're not sure about the organization? Get back some money. Get back their information of where to look them up. Get a website link. Or go to the Better Business Bureau. Or just go to Google and say, is this organization legit? Stall for time. Everybody does it. So become part of the throng. Not present. Stolen card details used for unauthorized transaction. SIM card swapping. Weak phone security exploited to access bank accounts. Ransomware attacks. Malware encrypts data to ransom, causing financial losses. You don't believe me? The first scam that I was involved in, the guy sounded so trusting that I gave him my personal bank information to access my account. Long story short, he tried stealing $25,000 from me. My bank didn't recognize him, and they stopped him from taking the money out. I was lucky. Not everybody is so fortunate. So stall. It's your money, as they say. Take care of it. The proper care and feeding of your personal information should be your number one priority. Invoice and payment fraud. Fake invoices deceive businesses for financial gain. ATM Cash Trapping. Deceive, trap cash at ATMs for later retrieval. Remote access scams. Scammers scam remote access under false pretenses. That's what happened to me, folks. So don't let it happen to you. Techniques to identify bank scams. The risk of falling victim to bank scams is a pressing concern for everyone involved, not just you, but your family, friends, your financial advisor, your bank, your creditors, the whole enchilada. You need to learn about the techniques to identify bank scams. So, recognizing phishing emails and messages. Phishing emails and messages often contain telltale signs such as misspelling, grammar errors, or suspicious email addresses. Legitimate banks never ask for sensitive information via email or messages. That's true. Everything is confidential. And you'll see in the bottom of the message that this is confidential and you need to go into a certain email in order to answer them. I've gotten those from my financial advisor, and you should be receiving that information at the bottom of the email or message. Exercise caution and verify the sender's legitimacy before responding to any requests for personal information. Verify the website authenticity. Before entering your login credentials on any website, ensure that it's secure and legitimate. Look for HTTPS in the URL. Certificate. Checking app permissions. When using mobile apps related to banking or finance, review the permissions requested by the app and print them out so everybody else who may have you in mind can help you. Be cautious if an app requests access to sensitive information that seems unnecessary for its functionality. If in doubt, refrain from granting unnecessary permissions. Your inner body tells you, don't do this. My inner body tells me if you're not in connection with your inner body, you better make that connection fast. You know, when you stub a toe, you know it. You know, when you have a cavity, you feel it. Pain, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you'll feel the pain or uncomfortable, or you'll break out into a cold sweat and you hear this alarm bell go ding, 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 ding. So don't do it. Monitoring account activity regularly. Regularly review your bank statements and account activity. I do it daily. Set up alerts for account transactions to be notified promptly. I did that as well, of any suspicious or unauthorized activity. If you notice any unfamiliar transaction, report them. Just the same way your credit card company alerts you if there's something suspicious showing up that's been charged against your credit card, you want to contact them and make sure it's not a fraudulent claim. That's your big red flag. Techniques to identify bank scams. You recognize that it's phishing emails and messages. Verified website authenticity. Check app permissions. Monitor account regularly. And that's a big yes, yes. Do that. It will make a big difference if you know what's going on. Then you probably want to know how to protect yourself. And we will go into that next week so that you know the precise way of how to do that. And that way you can write down these instructions for people who love you, who only have the best in mind for you, whatever. This is really important. Thank you very much for listening to Lest We Forget Historical with Lillian Caldwell discussing about bank scams 2. Next week, we'll find out how to really protect ourselves. And that will be 3. Before I go, please check out my newest website, http:// with, it will take you to Ruby, RUBI.ai. And yes, it's a legitimate company. Go check it out and do yourself a favor. If you sign up before July 7th, you win a prize. You're grandfathered in for when they get into version 2, and you won't have to pay for the retail price of the program. That's a big prize. Also, if you decide you want to learn how to podcast, please check out my new website, https:// educational, educational.passionateworldtalkradio.com/obstacles podcasting training. Check us out. You'll be glad you did. Follow the directions. And if you need to contact us, our email is pwrnetworkllc@gmail.com. Your call to action, don't wait around. There's a lot to lose. Thank you very much and have a great weekend.